everyone, and welcome to my first trimester recap. So I'm gonna do this, or try and do this a little bit differently. So I'm gonna take you through my first 5 weeks of pregnancy left in my first trimester. Instead of just sitting down and doing a sit down video, I'm gonna try my best, but this is one of the hardest trimesters with morning sickness and everything, and my life is pretty crazy busy. So whenever I remember to pick up the camera and record something going on during my first trimester that has to do with the pregnancy, I want to do that. But I do want to document everything because this is mine and my husband's last baby. So I want to make as many memories as possible and have these videos to look back on. So today is May 27th, 2025, and I just pulled up to my OBGYN's office and I'm here to get my blood drawn to check HCG levels. Then I have an ultrasound next week. I'm really excited to hear baby's heartbeat, get baby's measurements, and so on and so forth. I did find out that I was pregnant on May 25th. Go check out that video, as well as telling our friends, family, and my husband and all those videos as well, because I'm sure this one will come after it, but those will definitely already be up before this one. So let's go ahead and get that blood drawn. I had absolutely no idea that I had an actual appointment today. I thought that I was literally just coming in to get blood drawn for HCG because that's what I'd done in the past, but apparently it's a actual appointment. They have to check me for STDs and STIs and stuff like that. She's doing a pelvic exam. I did a urine test, and I'm assuming they're taking blood at the end of this. Got me up in the start. Oh God, I'm gonna sit up. They did it opposite with my last pregnancy because I had my appointment and my ultrasound on the same day. So I think maybe they're doing the appointment this time and my ultrasound at the next thing, and no appointment, just ultrasound. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna ask her when she comes in. I'm grateful because I literally thought this was just blood draw, so I was gonna be in and out to get back to work. They got me back here at, my appointment time was 2:45 and I was in this room at 2:44. So hopefully she'll come in here in 30 seconds or something, and I can get back to work really fast. It has been drawn for HCG, and I was able to get my ultrasound moved up from next Friday to next Wednesday, which is good because I'm leaving to go out of town for work Saturday, and I really didn't want it the day before, and Friday's just not a good day to leave work. It's definitely the best day, so I got it for that morning, and I'm very happy about that. They just did a little swab, and they talked to me about my next step. I'm gonna get more blood work and stuff done to check for some other things when I come in from ultrasound next week, and then I do have to get a 10-week appointment for the NIP test for that blood draw and everything, which will also help determine the gender as well. Now my office doesn't deliver babies anymore, so I do have to move to a different office, but they sent all of my records there. So I did have an appointment last month discussing options and what it was going to look like and what I needed to do, what the process was, because they stopped delivering babies. So I got all the information last time I came, but now that I'm actually pregnant and we're starting to do the appointments and everything, definitely trying to feel out when I need to call the office, get an appointment, and finalize the doctor that I want to use. This is first trimester problems because I am on my lunch break at work and I'm in my car trying to take a nap because I'm so exhausted. I legit yesterday for lunch had leftovers and I ate half of it earlier in the day because I was so hungry, and then I put the rest in the fridge, and I didn't eat the rest of it because I had to go get my blood drawn yesterday for my HCG and have that appointment, so I never finished eating it. I heated it up this morning to eat at 11 o'clock, and now it's 1:40 and I'm trying to take a nap in my car, and I'm legit gonna go clock in and then eat the lunch I brought today. That is how tired I am, and I have to come in here and sit in my car and just relax and close my eyes and take a second. You guys, so tired. And according to all of my apps, I'm 7 weeks and 1 day today. I have my ultrasound next week, so we'll see if I'm accurate because I was way off with my daughters. Also pregnancy craving. These chips. My daughter wanted a pack the other day, and now she's made me want some. And I was thinking about them earlier, but I was like, no, I'm gonna take a nap first. And then I got a nap. Forgot to mention that my HCG and progesterone levels came back today from my lab results from yesterday, and my progesterone is at a 19.2 and my HCG is at a 24,843, I believe. So that's really good. Definitely puts me between the weeks that I'm hoping for, between the weeks that I think that I am, as well as it shows a high level, which is a really good sign of a healthy pregnancy. Tell y'all something. So I am 7.5 weeks pregnant, okay? And yesterday, I get home from work and I start picking up the house, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I don't think I can move anymore. Like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, da, 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 da. So I gotta lay down, and I just don't feel good. So I lay down, my daughter's next to me, she's watching her cartoons or whatever, and we both fall asleep. My husband gets off work late, he gets home around 7:15 and wakes me up. My daughter wouldn't budge. I'm like, all right, we need to go make dinner now before I throw up because I'm hungry, my stomach hurts, I need to eat. So we make burgers for dinner, okay? And I'm still exhausted at this point. I am so tired, and I just like, I can't do anything. Like, I feel like I have to sit down. So I eat and everything like that, and I'm sitting down, and then 9:30, tell me why, at 9:30, I get this major freaking burst of energy, and I want to clean my room. Like, yesterday, like, that was my plan, to come home from work to vacuum and clean, like, wipe down all the surfaces, change the bed sheets and everything. I ended up being able to change the bed sheets, but I wasn't able to vacuum or wipe down anything until 9:30 at night, when I finally got energy and felt like I could. My husband was like, are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? It's 9:30. Like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, I finally have energy to do something. Vacuuming and wiping down all of my surfaces in my bedroom yesterday at 9:30 to 10:30. It took an hour to do that because Emery had like dropped something, our bed, or like on the side of our bed or whatever, and I looked underneath my nightstand and I was like, oh my God, there is so much animal hair back here. It's disgusting. I can't live in this. I need to clean this. And that's like, I need to get this done. I don't want to live in this. My bedroom's my sanctuary. It's my safe space. It's the one room in the house that constantly has to be cleaned. So I wiping down something, doing something every single day to make sure it stays clean. But behind furniture, you don't typically do every day. So I got that done. So no more. I have 1 dog and 2 cats. So thankfully, there's no more dog or cat hair behind my bed, my nightstands, or dressers. So I feel very happy about that. Y'all. You see this? I am beyond bloated. Like, beyond. And I'm not even 8 weeks yet. Alright, so I got some first trimester essentials, you guys, from Amazon. It came in, it's overnighted. Very happy about that. Okay, so number 1, these are a flipping lifesaver. I don't care what people tell y'all, these are freaking miracle workers. I kid you not. So these have been around for God knows how long. Like, these are like extremely popular in like 2014, 2015, when I used to watch all these like mommy vloggers and stuff like that and going through pregnancy journeys. I was still in freaking high school. Don't ask me why I was watching them. Okay, but I had these, I swore by these with Emery, and I'm definitely going to be using them this go around, and I went ahead and got them because I have been starting to feel nauseous and tummy's just nah. I got Sweet Beginnings Pregnancy Journal. So I kept a pregnancy journal called the Bump Book with Emery, and I wanted to do something a little bit different this time, so I got this one off of Amazon. It was my favorite one that I had found, and I looked through a ton of them. And then I got Calvin Klein underwear and a Calvin Klein bralette, because I want to also do something a little bit different with my bump photos, my like weekly bump photos. And then I also got hats that say mom and dad on it, and one more thing which isn't here yet, and it's a mirror, because I'm going to use this and that mirror as a part of our pregnancy announcement photos. So hey guys, it's Tuesday morning, June 3rd. I'm on my way to work, but I wanted to tell you guys about my weekend. Today my sister and I went to Greenville because we went to go help out a friend that she was doing for her family. And 30 minutes away from Greenville, I started getting so sick. Like, so I still haven't felt like the typical nausea where it's like right here in your throat, but it's more like extreme hunger where you feel sick and your body hurts and your stomach hurts really bad, like your stomach's eating yourself because you need to eat. That's what it felt like. Now, after eating 1 slice of pizza, which by the way was so good, it was like the best thing ever, and I told my sister the next time she goes up to Greenville, she needs to bring me back an entire freaking pizza, because that thing was so good. The small frequent meals portion of the pregnancy, and and I'm supposed to be 8 weeks today, which is really exciting. I'm not absolutely positive because, you know, I haven't had my first ultrasound yet, which is tomorrow morning, which is also really, really exciting, which I'm going to take you guys to find out exactly how far along I am. I think I'm going to take my first bump date picture today. Also have my first like gym thing today. My sister and I signed up for a new gym that's here in our area. It's called Crunch. It literally just opened, and when you sign up you get a free consultation with a trainer. They basically show you how to use all their machines, and they put you through, you tell them like what you're wanting to do and what your goal is. And obviously since I'm pregnant, it's going to be a little bit different for me. Definitely want to work out safely while I'm pregnant, and that's definitely something that they can help me do because I'm definitely a routine person and I don't know much about any of this kind of thing, so they're definitely going to be there to help me. I just got home from my personal training session. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I just had a really nice workout too, and I feel a lot more confident about going in and working out while I'm pregnant. And I also wanted to give you guys some of the pregnancy symptoms that I've been having and I completely forgot about, which I don't know how because I have it constantly, is acid reflux. Like this entire week I've had really bad acid reflux where I have to sit straight up in bed to sleep because acid is so bad. And I had really bad acid reflux with my daughter, but at the end of my pregnancy, not at the beginning. I don't know if I can do this for a full 9 months. That's insane. And I never have an issue with acid unless I'm pregnant. Freaking sucks, y'all. I remember those beeps very well. I've had a lot of these.
She'll be able to give you the official due date and all that today.
That's great.
I see one, and I do see a heartbeat. Yeah. Heart rate's 140. This is it here. Just a little bit. The circle, that's the yolk sac. That's what nourishes the baby until the placenta takes over. And then this is the heart fluttering right there.
Oh, wow.
Itty bitty. And this is just showing it in a different angle. Kind of looks like a shrimp there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. I definitely see that.
140 beats a minute. These are yours, and I took a picture in both angles, the one showing the shrimp-like look, and then this showing it that way with the yolk sac.
So sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want a picture showing the heart rate?
Ooh, yes, please, actually. That would make my husband feel better.
And I mean, I saw you had on, is he EMS or paramedic?
He's a firefighter.
So it shows the, you can see that there.
Okay guys, it is June 4th. I had my first ultrasound and like main appointment this morning to figure out due date, get more blood work done. First of all, we have a baby! Oh my goodness! I love this. And they even gave me this with the heart rate. So the heartbeat is at a 140 beats per minute, which is so cool. And I was definitely comparing these photos to my daughter's ultrasound pictures, and my daughter was over here like on the wall, and this baby is in the middle. That's the yolk sac, by the way. And that was definitely one of the scariest parts because we were told that the big reason why we had so many issues with that pregnancy is because of where Emery had planted herself inside of me. So if you want to know that whole story, it's all over my YouTube. I will link some videos down below. Go watch those. We have a baby. I'm so excited. My first day of my last period was April 9th. And according to that, I would be 8 weeks today instead of 8 weeks yesterday, which is so odd because my apps tell me I'm 8 weeks in one day, but that app gave me the same due date as I would be just being 8 weeks, 0 days today. So maybe the apps calculate a little bit different, like they count today as a day instead of the doctor's office. Not positive, but I'll fix it. So I was actually kind of given 2 different due dates, to be honest with you, because I saw a PA in the office that I'm at no longer delivers babies, so she didn't feel comfortable giving me the exact date because I'm measuring at 7 weeks in 1 day. But I'm also really small, and my daughter Emery, she was measuring 7 weeks in 3 days, and there was a 10-day difference from the first day of my last period. So hers was way off. So they did change my due date with hers. With this one, she consulted with the old doctor that was there, who actually was my old OB, consulted with her and said to not change my due date and to just keep it at the 8 weeks. So my due date is officially January 14th. It would have been January 20th if they would have gone by measurements. But like I said, I am really small. My other daughter was really small, although that does have something to do with like her diagnosis that she had during the pregnancy. But I have always expected to have small babies because I'm itty bitty, and my husband's not a very big man either. I also figured out when I can go in and get my NIP test, and they said that I don't need to set an appointment, just show up during their lab hour 10 weeks and 0 days after we pass that to be able to go get that blood drawn, and I can do it at that office, even though we're transferring care to a different office, as I am familiar with the office that I've been at for years, and I know the location and I deal with those people. So this is like very important to me, and we're like on a time schedule with this because we are doing a private gender reveal. We're going to do our pregnancy announcement photos and our gender reveal together to save money, because we want to do photos for both in a video. Talked about any concerns that I had, any questions that I had, which I wasn't really. This pregnancy definitely feels a lot different than my last. I'm a lot more tired than I was before, and it's just, I all around feel different than I did with my last pregnancy. Boobs are still sore and swollen. We got to see baby. We didn't get to hear the heartbeat, but I did get to see it. But my sister said it looked like a potato on its side with a mustache. And then my husband goes, you know what? It kind of does look like a sweet potato with a tail. I'm dead. So apparently this child's nickname is Potato. Her weight's 140 and Emery's was like 164, 162. So it's definitely lower than hers was. It's still very strong, very good. I'm so excited. You guys, I am pregnant with a healthy baby at the moment. As of right now, we have a heartbeat and we are all good and very happy, very stoked. It definitely made both mine and my husband's stress go down a lot. Definitely my husband's more so than mine because I've had time to process, but this was like a big thing for him, and being able to see the baby and know that there's a heart rate and everything just makes everything so much better. All right, y'all. So I am almost 9 weeks pregnant, and I am currently in a hotel room in Texas, in Waco, Texas, because I'm here for work this week. I'm in a new place, in a new city I've never been. And I'm usually a go type of person. I always have something on my itinerary, wanting to go look at new things and try new things, and I'm exhausted and I can't. I literally did 2 things today. I went to the Dr. Pepper Museum, which was actually pretty awesome, and then I went to eat some lunch at Cane's because I haven't had Cane's since Vegas, and it's so good. And then I went from there to this like shopping place, Spice Village, and it's literally this whole thing on the front stair, like on the second story, that's a bunch of small boutiques on this huge landing, and it's really cute and really pretty, and I got a few things, and then I was exhausted. So I went from there and then went and drove to my branch so I could find the route, and literally laid down for 2 hours because I was so tired. And then I got up and went to the restaurant that's literally in the same parking lot as my hotel, that steakhouse right there, to eat dinner so I could come back and get comfy. I've been on the phone with my best friend for like 2 hours, so I haven't changed or anything yet, and that's why it's getting dark. But I am so tired, and the hunger nausea is getting more and more intense because like I'm still like I feel like I have to eat more frequently than I have before, and I'm wanting certain things, and certain things are starting to make me sick if I smell them or just thinking about them. Y'all, pregnancy is no fucking joke, and I've been pregnant 4 times. This one definitely feels a lot different than my daughter's, that's for sure. The nausea is different, hers was, and the exhaustion is different. Give you guys an update for my first trimester. I'm out here in Texas, and that's kind of what I've been feeling. I'm 9 weeks pregnant today. It is June 11th. I am so full. I just had Chinese because that's what baby wanted, and I feel like I ate too much because my stomach is legitimately rock hard. Like, it's hard and super bloated. Like I was literally walking around the mall like this with my hand on my stomach because I didn't want people to think I was fat. I wanted them to think I was pregnant, which I am pregnant, but I don't have a freaking bump necessarily yet. It's just bloat. But I am 9 weeks today, and I'm about to go inside my hotel room because I'm still in Waco and take my bump date. I brought this into work with me. It's my little pregnancy journal. I wrote in it because I really haven't had a chance to do anything in it since I got it a week or so ago. So I went ahead and updated everything that was in it. Y'all look. My goodness. See, I did some pages here. First ultrasound. Where are the weeks? These right here. Hey guys, I just took my contacts out, so I legit cannot see anything. I'm so blurry in this camera right now. But I wanted to give you an update. So today is June 18th, and I am 10 weeks pregnant today. I've been meaning to pick up the camera and share a little bit more about my first trimester, but have just been so busy, and honestly the pregnancy exhaustion is insane. So this past Monday I went to work and I was tired, and then I felt the worst constipation I have had in a long time. And I already have issues with constipation. I have since I was a child, so pregnancy just makes it worse, plus the prenatals with the iron. And then I have been eating a ton of cheese, so I knew that wasn't going to help. And I've been constipated off and on with this pregnancy, but nothing to that extent. I mean, this was horrendous. Like TMI, like nothing would come out. Multiple tries, had to curl up in a ball and like breathe through the pain until my body would expel it. And let's just say that it expelled it in a watery way. That's as far as we're gonna go with that TMI. You got way too much information for me. And the exhaustion is insane. So yesterday, Tuesday, I was like prying my eyes open at work, like could not. I was falling asleep at my desk. Body was hurting all over. And Monday I'd pushed myself because not only was I constipated, but I ended up going to the gym with my sister because we have a membership like I've talked about before, and I've been trying to stay healthy. Even though I'm not eating very well, I'm still like doing a lot of physical activity, wanting to stay healthy and active and everything. So I pushed myself while I was at the gym too, and that just wasn't a smart idea. So I definitely I had overdone it and just so done. Yesterday, I literally fell asleep in my car on lunch and was late clocking back in, but I desperately needed that little break. My stomach was bubbly, like I had the bubble guts and gas, and just it was like yesterday I was just really uncomfortable and really tired. Today I felt much better, much better. With Polaroid bump date picture, I got one of these at my 8 weeks, which would have been my first bump date, but I couldn't like do the Polaroid by myself. My husband was at work, and my best friend who did mine with Emery, she is in her 3rd trimester, very close. Like she's 38 weeks today. It's funny how our pregnancies were transitioning over on the same days, which also me and her, I went to her house last night, and me and her did some TikToks together because we're only going to be pregnant very little with each other because she's 38 weeks today. I'm 10 weeks. We've known it for about a month, but we definitely needed to get it done before she pops that little girl out because we wanted to be pregnant together, but she ended up getting pregnant way sooner than I had planned to, because this was definitely a planned pregnancy, and we started trying around the time of year that we had planned for over a year, and they kind of were just like, if it happens, it happens, and it definitely happened. So we are pregnant together, but at the very end of hers and very beginning of mine. So we wanted to do something cool and special commemorating that. So we made a few TikToks, which I'm going to share after I announced my pregnancy. So I'm excited about that. Take that bump date today. She took it today. They came over for dinner. As far as like things that I have been eating or craving, today was pickles. Like all I wanted was pickles. I smelled pickles and I wanted pickles. And then I've been kind of wanting cheesy Fiesta potatoes from Taco Bell like all the time. Potato salad was a big one. We had a huge cookout for Father's Day this past weekend when we told our families we were pregnant. That video will be in our telling our friends and family video, so make sure you check that out. And I had like 6 or 7 servings of that throughout this past week. So good. I'm definitely over it now. Don't want it anymore. Pizza was a big thing. I was really craving pizza, and I wanted, y'all get this, Sonic cheese sticks. I had those Monday night after I was super constipated. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? I got cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks, after being super constipated because I was eating so much cheese. I'm stupid, I know. Then Chick-fil-A, I've been kind of wanting the past 2 days. And also, I made myself the most amazing cheeseburger I have had today for lunch. And it was leftovers from the cookout. And I don't know what I did to that burger to make it so good, but it was delicious. Tomorrow is June 19th, and I will be videotaping some more because I'm going to my doctor's office to get my blood work done, to have the genetic testing done, test for all of those like Down syndrome, trisomy 18, that kind of stuff, but also find out the gender of this little one. I am definitely bumping you can tell the difference between my morning bump and my night bump. I know I'm only 10 weeks, so I'm like barely showing, and most of it is bloat, but my stomach is definitely getting hard, and I'm definitely a lot bigger at night than I am during the morning. My husband definitely made that known today in a very sexy way. He was like, you look really good with a bump. He was very excited and very happy, and made me lay on him and was holding my stomach and patting my stomach, and just, he was very sweet, although he fell asleep on the couch right now, but he had a rough night at work yesterday. This is my 4th pregnancy, so I knew I was going to show very fast, and I'm also a very small petite person. I'm only 4'11", and I've always been skinny, and I've always kind of had a stomach. I've never had a flat stomach. I've always had some kind of pooch or something going on, so I knew that this was not going to last long, and trying to hide this pregnancy is going to be harder than I thought, because some people just look at me and are like, are you pregnant? Because trust me, I've had coworkers do that I didn't tell, and I did tell my coworkers this past Monday that I was pregnant. It's like, oh my god, I'm so glad we're telling our families, this past Sunday, because my coworkers saw me getting on the plane back home from Texas and was like, Shayna, is there a baby in that belly? And I was like, oh my god, how did you even know? Like, oh, it's all over your face. So I'm like, I'm glad we're not hiding it anymore, because apparently you can tell. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head to bed. It's past 11. It's a little bit of an update for my first trimester. That's all that I can think of at the moment, and I'll see y'all guys tomorrow when I go get my blood work done. Hey guys, so blood work has been acquired. I'm so excited. I did let my phlebotomist know about my little bit of concern with them changing my due date, because I was measuring 6 weeks behind. I came in for my ultrasound, and they decided not to change my due date. So today I'm 10 weeks and 1 day, so I was nervous that the results wouldn't be accurate because of my measurements. She said that it usually takes about 5 days, and she's the sweetest lady. She did my blood and everything when I was pregnant with Emery. She's so sweet. She said that she's going to take the results with her and drop them off at FedEx. She said that the genetic testing would be fine. If anything, if it's too early, that it wouldn't give me the gender, and if so, I could come back in and get that blood work done to give us that. I did order our baby announcement newspaper last night from Etsy. I'm so excited about pictures in there, and I did our due date on there, that baby number 2 is on the way, and just some special little notes and stuff like that. It'd be shipped on June 24th, and we should definitely get it in time for our pictures, so I'm really excited for that. I'm also going to have our photographer pick up flowers with the color of our baby's gender and wrap one of the newspapers in that and give it to us after we do the cake thing, or lay it on the blanket. We can have pictures with that as well. And to find out who this baby is gonna be, we know your name, we just don't know which way we're gonna spell it yet, but either way, you are so loved, and we cannot wait to meet you. Now I'm going to head to the gym. Alright y'all, today has not been the best day, and neither was last night. I mean, it's only 11 a.m. I'm 10.5 weeks pregnant, and the exhaustion is so bad right now. Like yesterday and today, I was snippy and just aggravated and just not in a good mood, and I'm hungry, and I got up and had to pee 7 times last night. And this baby's not big yet. This baby shouldn't be pushing on my bladder yet, and I had to pee 7 freaking times. I'm just so exhausted. Me and Emmy were in bed all day this morning. So nervous that I'm going to be in such a bad mood and be snippy and aggravated, and no one deserves that, but I'm just tired and don't feel like having conversations. I don't feel like talking. I just want to lay down, and I don't even feel like reading. I don't even feel like watching any TV. I just want to lay there. Guys, it is June 26th, Thursday, and I want to give you guys a little bit of update. So I'm 11 weeks and 1 day pregnant today. I just left my wax appointment and I'm headed home. I felt my first bit of real nausea a week or so ago. I was 10 weeks and something, and it was in the middle of the night. I've still been having pretty bad acid almost every night, and I couldn't sleep, couldn't get comfortable, and I guess I woke up after falling asleep from sitting up straight because I had acid to just straight dizzy, lightheaded, and I had to pee, and my mouth was really dry, and I was seriously nauseous. It was the first time that I was actually nauseous during this pregnancy other than just hunger nausea, so that was definitely something. That was the only time that I experienced it. I have had some stomach pains like bloating, and I thankfully have not been constipated again since that last time, because man, that was horrible and I was really scared about it. I got an email today from the lab with my test results. They're not in, but they said that they got them and that the results should be available within the next week. So that's really cool. I scheduled our gender reveal pictures and our pregnancy announcement pictures for July 10th. I still have been really craving potatoes, potato salad, baked potato, roasted potatoes, mashed potatoes, you name it, anything potatoes. I want potatoes, which is so not good because it's starch and it turns into sugar or whatever. And it's kind of funny that apparently this baby's nickname is Potato. So, and all I want is potatoes and pizza. Boy, I'm still wanting. I did eat pickles for a while and was like craving those, but I think I ate too many at one point, and now I definitely just don't want anymore. The exhaustion has not gone away. Like, I have more exhausting days than I do good days where I have energy and I'm being productive and all that stuff. And even though I'm still being productive at work and getting things that I need to get done, I'm just like dragging and trying not to fall asleep on my desk. And it's just like I don't want to do anything extra. And sometimes I don't even want to do like my regular job, have to get up and stuff, because I am so tired. One thing at a time. Like if housework, like I'll do like 1 or 2 things and I'll have to sit down for like 20-30 minutes and then I'll get back up and do something else. And I usually have the most energy first thing in the morning, but by the time I get home from work, I'm just so done. Although I'm feeling good today. Like today it's Thursday. So Monday I had a lot of energy, and today, Thursday, I have a good amount of energy. But Tuesday and Wednesday, I was just, God, no. I didn't want to do anything. I still have been going to the gym. Probably not getting the 3 days in a week like I wanted to, but I'm at least going to. I went Monday, and I kind of wanted to go today. So tired that I forgot to take my 11-week birthday picture yesterday. And now I have no one at my house to take my Polaroid pictures. So that's great. I'm going to have to take late 11-week Polaroid pictures, but I'll go ahead and take the pictures on my phone when I get home. Oh, this shit ain't even funny, man. Okay, my pregnancy hormones are for real. Like, I'm angry and have like no patience, because if you do something stupid or something like, so I don't know what the hell they doing or what construction they doing on Bobby Jones, but there's a specific exit that I have to get off of, and they had the right lane closed, like basically all the way down. So, and there's a left lane, but that left lane ends. So there's 3 lanes where that left lane ends and that right lane was closed. So it was just the middle lane that was open. All these cars zooming past, trying to get last minute, and I'm like, I'm literally yelling at the cars from inside my vehicle, being like, no, you're not getting over. I'm not letting you over. You saw the signs half a mile back, and y'all think you gonna squeeze in? No, the fuck you not. I surprised myself. I was like, Shayna, you need to chill. And then, like, my opinions are strong opinions, and I'm already a pretty opinionated person as it is, but I mean, like, pushy opinions. Like, nope, this is what I believe, this is what I want, this is what's happening, Like, it's not an every single day thing, but it is some days when I'm just not in a mood. And I mean, like, I'm not in a bad mood, it's just, I feel like I could be in a bad mood. Pop in and say that pregnancy hormones, they out of whack. Alright, you guys, look how pretty. Look what just came in. So it is June 30th, and I ordered newspapers that are like pregnancy announcement newspapers, and I'm so excited because it just got here. This is for our photos, and that we're having in about a week, in a few days. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like. Okay, I ordered 2 of them. Y'all, I have been so tired today. It's not even funny. Like, I thought that I wasn't going to be able to keep my eyes open, but I am very grateful though, because enough energy to come home and finish cleaning up the house and then still go to the gym. So I feel pretty accomplished today. I am so happy. All right, you guys. Oh my goodness. Look. I have 2 of them. January 14th, 2026. Coming soon. I love this. Our family photo, the ultrasound, and then how I told my husband I was pregnant. I put some sweet little messages and stuff here and here. So I'm gonna flip them to the right side out. But oh my goodness, you guys, I love it. It is so stunning. She did such a good job. I cannot wait to use these in our photos. All right, hey guys, it is my second and I am 12 weeks pregnant today. I'm so excited. Some people consider this the last day of your first trimester. Some people like to go the to 13 weeks. Give you guys a little bit of an update. Yesterday I kind of had a little bit of a scare, so like I got some anxiety and that I haven't felt since the beginning of the pregnancy, and it was caused by some mucus that I saw when I wiped. So basically I was getting undressed to take a shower yesterday and I felt something gooey and sticky like land on my thigh, and it looked like a mucus plug. Like it looked exactly like the mucus plug I had lost with Emery, and it made me like really nervous. And I told Deanna about it, and she told me to send it into the patient portal, which honestly I'd never done before and I didn't know how, but I figured it out and I did. And I kept getting it all night. Like every single time I would go to the bathroom, there would be like good amount in there, and it freaked me out. Raymond said that he thinks that it's just discharge. It kind of calmed my nerves, but as I continued to get that on every single wipe, it still made me scared. And with the fact that last night, for some weird reason, I had a red mark right here and here, and it looked like a rash. Now it's gone. It was gone this morning when I woke up, and I think it might have been for my bracelet for me doing this, and it very well could be, but I didn't feel an indentation. It was just red. So I was like, what's going on? Plus the continuous itchiness on my legs. So all of that combined just kind of like freaks me out a little bit, but it's okay because this morning my doctor messaged me in the portal chat and said that she thinks that it is just cervical mucus, which is completely normal throughout the pregnancy. That could come out with regular discharge and stuff like that too. She said as long as it's not coupled with any other like severe symptoms like cramping or leakage or anything like that, then it should be fine. She asked me those questions and I was like, no, I'm good. Just a little bit of light cramping, but nothing bad or painful. And she said, that's fine. Just stay hydrated and do, a normal day. Appointment tomorrow at 3:30, which is my 12-week appointment. And I get to hear baby's heartbeat and I'm so excited. Plus, I got my NIPT test results today. So I got all of my genetic testing, plus we have the baby's gender. We know who you are. Everything's low risk for everything. Trisomy 18, 19, 21, all of that is low risk. My sister has the results to the gender, and so did my manager, because I wanted to read the details, but I was too scared to find it because it was online. Now my doctor's office has the actual paper, but online is what I found out first. So I had my manager print it out and black out all the gender section so I could read the details, and she literally took white out and a Sharpie and blacked it out so I could there was no way I could tell, even holding up to the light I couldn't freaking tell. Which I knew I was going to do that because I'm nosy and I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to hear baby tomorrow and we find out who he or she is next week. It's insane. This first trimester has definitely flown by a little bit, and I will say that I was very, very invested with my first, with Emery's pregnancy, because it was my first full one that I hadn't lost the baby. We were buying things for, and I did a ton of research and everything, which I did all that research, so now I don't really need to do that because I already know all the information. But I feel like I was so consumed by that pregnancy last time. This time I have so much going on in my life with, I already have a kid, marriage, house, work is so crazy, plus doing all the outside hobbies and activities that I have, that it's just flown by. I was so consumed with my pregnancy last time, and this time I have so many other things going on that I can't be just consumed by the pregnancy. So it's so weird, and I'm so nervous that this pregnancy is going to fly by because I want to soak it in so bad because it's my last one. So I want to embrace it and soak it in and just relish in it. So hopefully, I know time can't slow down, but hopefully I can slow down or just take a few minutes every day to just relish in this, to just be in this. What's it at, the heart rate?
Hold on, because it's picking up yours and the baby heart rate, so hold on. Yeah, it's kind of high. It's like 179.
Little.
Okay, now it's going back down.
Guys, y'all, I had a internal video moment just for a second. So today has just been an insane day at work. It's the day before a holiday and everyone and their mama decided to come in, and let's just say that it was very, very, very excruciating, and I am a tad bit stressed out, which is what made me worry. But the doctor said there was nothing to worry about. It's perfectly normal. It's fine. Where I'm at right now. So I'm 12 weeks in one day, and I just heard my baby's heartbeat. So it took her a second to find it, like a while. That baby was hiding or moving around a lot. She kept getting my heartbeat. Actually, had to even go get a new machine because the battery kept dying. But she did find it. We found it twice. And I think what made me nervous was that I guess the nurse was a little bit like, oh my goodness, that baby's heart rate is high, because it was in the 170. Said that it did go down a little bit to like 140, but I think maybe the baby was moving at the time and she had lost it. It is higher than normal apparently for where you are at 12 weeks, because she was like literally like on my pelvic bone, hurting me, trying to like find it. So, and the baby was up a little bit more, and then so the baby was here first and then moved over here. Heart rate, but the doctor came in and said that the heartbeat is perfectly normal, perfectly fine at 170. Anne-Marie's was like 164, I think, on the first time I got to hear hers, but it was around the same. It was 140 on the first ultrasound and very high on this one. So the nurse said it was probably because I was a little bit dehydrated, or maybe I said the stress of the day. The doctor said it's perfectly normal. She's not worried. She had the biggest smile on her face too. She definitely eased any worry that I had going out of the appointment with nurse. But yeah, so this is my last appointment at this office, and my next appointment is at the end of July, and I will be seeing my new doctor, who will be delivering my baby and taking care of the rest of my prenatal care. So I'm very sad. I will be coming back to this office after I have this baby, but they just don't deliver babies anymore, so I'm definitely going to miss them. I have appreciated them, and they have been with me through both of my miscarriages and my previous daughter, and up until 12 weeks of this one. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video here, this first trimester video. We're done. We have made it through our first trimester. I know I still have 5 more days to get through, but I'm going to go ahead and end it because it's a pretty long video. But thank you guys for following along on my first trimester. I can't wait to continue in my second, and I will see you guys in that one. Be sure to check out all of my other pregnancy videos. So bye.